Hello, this is Amanda Ray from theamandaray.com. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so great to see you again. I am going to do a little spin on an old classic. I am going to do like a pick a card type reading, but I'm not using cards at all. It's purely channeled messages. I am going to allow you to choose a stone, and that stone is going to have the messages for you. So super exciting. Today we are going to focus on relationship. What does the future of this relationship hold for you? So this could be thinking of a future husband. This could be the future of a friendship, a current husband. What does the future of that relationship hold for you? So whether it's in your life or it's not there yet, we're going to channel some answers for you. So if you haven't subscribed and you like Pick a Card and other spiritual related videos, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you like what you're seeing, comment below. I love to hear what you're going through and how things resonated. It really warms my heart to know that this is helpful for someone. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the crystals. So here we are. Stone number 1 is a beautiful orange calcite with beautiful bands. Stone number 2 is a selenite heart. Cute little guy. And stone number 3 is green calcite. So 2 calcites here. So if you haven't done a pick a card or a pick a thing with me, just take a moment, close your eyes, take 3 heart-centered deep breaths, and really allow yourself to connect with your heart and soul. After you've done that, then please select your stone to receive your messages about a future relationship. So if you need more time, please just pause the video. I'll be here. But for simplicity's sake, we're just going to go ahead and get rocking and rolling here. So again, stone 1, orange calcite. Stone 2 is a selenite heart. Stone 3 is green calcite. So we're going to channel some messages for you. So stone number 1, right here, this beautiful, huge orange calcite. So in regards to a future relationship, I'm hearing there's some healing that you need to do with your heart. So I don't know if you've had a past relationship or history in this past relationship where they've hurt you. Maybe you had certain expectations and they didn't fulfill them, and it might have been something really simple, like a basic relationship, like, hey, we're in a relationship together. Hey, let's do the thing together. But it might be more complicated too. So every person will be different because this message is for so many people. So some things you can do to help heal that is do some forgiveness exercises for yourself and for this person. So if it's healing you need to do from a past relationship that you've ended in order to move to a future relationship, forgive yourself for the parts you may have played or the things you wish you did or didn't do. If it's someone that you want to see where the future goes, you have to forgive in order to move on and connect, period. Okay? Yeah. So, future relationships. There's a bit of a zest for life. Either, if that's you, you might be considered very hyper, energetic, outgoing. But it might also be them. You're looking for someone that helps spark that within you. I hear a little bit of like moving, relocating, shifting things, something like that. So different messages, different people, but there's a move happening, planting new roots kind of thing. So if you're looking for a future relationship that you don't have yet, and you've been thinking about moving somewhere, this is your sign that you need to go ahead and, take that advice for yourself or follow that intuition. If you are currently in a relationship and you want to see where that goes, maybe if you've been thinking of moving yourself, do that. If you've been thinking of moving together, do that. But definitely planting new roots, starting fresh, replanting. There is, there might be children involved. So if you're already in this relationship, be honest with the children. You know, they are more aware than you give them credit for. So now is a time to really include them in those conversations, because they're coming up with answers to the questions they have. And it's much easier if you have a little bit of input for that, because otherwise they're just left to their own devices, and it's just no good. So if this is for a future relationship that you don't have yet, there's a good chance you guys will have children. That other person may come in with a portion of children. Okay, I just feel like well-established children are present in this. So depending, different messages, different people. But it's time to open yourself up to love. Allow yourself to love your kids just as they are, or their kids just as they are. You don't need to be that all-knowing eye. You don't need to have that judgment. You just need to express more love. And I know this is a challenge for you because it's not how you were raised. There was a little bit of hardness around relationships for you, whether it was with your parents or in romantic relationships or with children. But there's like kind of a cold, pulling yourself back, unwilling to be vulnerable kind of vibes happening. So it's time to just allow yourself to express love. You know, love is a very beautiful thing, and being able to heal that for yourself is a very beautiful thing. Throughout, all in all, I feel good things about the relationship that you're asking about. I feel positive growth. I do feel challenges too, because hey, we're human. Like, challenges are going to happen. So it's not like it's just, you know, like a walk in the park either. But you need to heal the parts of yourself, you know. This beautiful green part all up in that crystal is just gorgeous. It's difficult to see, but it's time to go ahead and start healing yourself. Start feeling the love. Start where you are. You know, if you're already in a relationship and you're asking about the future, don't try to pretend the past didn't happen, because it did, and it shaped who you are. But now it's time to move on to the next bit, because either you can or you can't, and there's no gray area in that for you. For those of you that are in a relationship asking about that. For real. And if you can't move past what happened, you're having a hard time forgiving, whether it's yourself or them, you need to ask yourself, is it fair to keep trying? Is it fair for everybody to keep doing this? My hair is all crazy. And that's only something you can answer. But you have to be honest with yourself, because trying to create these things that you want it to be, that you expect it to be, that you wish it would be, just holding it so tightly, who is that serving? Is anybody truly happy with that? Or are you ready to do things a little bit differently? Try something different. You know, all of those things are okay. So that's what I got for you. Rock number 1, the orange calcite. Please heal your heart, be vulnerable, be open, allow yourself to grow, plant new roots. This relationship is something you should be cherishing. You need to ask yourself if you're willing to do that. Some of it is getting outside of yourself. Can you do that? Only you have the answers. Thank you so much for joining me, rock number 1. If you haven't subscribed, I would surely appreciate if you subscribed and hit the notification bell. That way you know when I post more videos like this. If you're interested in a private reading with cards or rocks, let me know. I've got some links down below, email, social media, stuff like that. You can connect with me and we can set something up. But until then, I hope to see you again, and I'm going to move on to rock number 2. Rock number 2, beautiful selenite heart. has been a lot of releasing that's been happening for you, rock two people. Now, if this is a relationship that you're not in yet, you've had to grow immensely to get to the point of where you can actually show up as the person that you want to be for the person you want to be with. This hasn't been easy, and there's still a bit more to go. You have to stop kind of pitying yourself. There's this pity party happening for people that aren't in a relationship yet, and it's time to just get up, put yourself in a good mood, high vibe, like eat healthful foods, exercise, move your body. You thrive on moving your body, even if it's just a little bit, just do something, get the blood flowing, get your heart pumping. If you are in a relationship and you're asking about the future of that relationship, there's still things that you need to be letting go of. Your heart beats for this person. You are truly connected. You're soulmates, kindred spirits. But unless you're willing to let go of the expectations, the things that you were thinking about, the things you're assuming, there's a lot of assuming going on. It's not going to serve you. It will not serve them, and your relationship can't thrive in that atmosphere. It's very toxic. This has a lot to do with letting go and releasing, raising your vibration, because you can't connect with someone if you're only concerned about yourself. If you're concerned, well, I've been hurt. Okay, but what about them? Have they been hurt? Are they being hurt by you, by someone else? There is a whole nother person in that relationship, and it's okay to acknowledge that. And it might take practice because you're not used to it. You're used to having to fight for the chance to be acknowledged. And in this relationship, it doesn't work that way. You guys either play really nicely together or you're butting heads. And it's okay to have both. It's totally okay. It's fire, it's passion, it's action, it's intensity. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you have to remember you don't always need to be right. It doesn't always need to be about you. Not always the easiest message to hear. Letting go, if you have to let go of past relationship drama stuff, write a letter to the people that have hurt you. And we're not sending this letter, so please don't send it. But write a letter out. Write everything. Just let it pour out. So whether that's if they've hurt you, if you loved them, you're ready to let go, whatever needs to come out, and just let it spill. Write. Physically write, not type. It's different. Write it on a paper. When you're all done, you feel nothing else can come out, burn it safely. Burn it. Get rid of it. Let it go. Because it's time to really just step into a new chapter for you. You need to up level. You need to evolve. And if you're unwilling to evolve and grow into the person that you want to be, but you're not quite there yet, even though you keep telling yourself that you are, a little bit of a bumpy road. If you think you got the suspension, but you don't have the suspension in your car and you're going over this rough road, it's a little bit of a bumpy ride. Let me tell you, but some of that is self-reflection. How have I been prioritizing my needs over others? Only you can answer that. How have I been holding on to the past? Only you can answer that. Spend time in the forest, the park, in nature. Allow yourself to connect with the calmest version of you to show up in the relationship to help it move forward, or to be able to be in the right energy to connect with the right person. Excuse me. Some of you have some throat chakra clearing to do. The throat is all about that clear communication, expressing yourself. Where do you feel like you're holding yourself back? Who aren't you speaking up to? Whether it's, an ex from the past, someone in the current, how are you holding yourself back? And it doesn't have to be in their face. You don't have to do it that way. It can be as simple as writing a letter that you never send to them, but you have to let it out. It has to come out of you. It has to be expressed in some way, shape, or form. You need to hold space for yourself. In order for this relationship to work, if you're already in a relationship, you really need to be honest with yourself and ask, can I move past my things? Can I? Can I let go of how they hurt me? Can I? Only you know the answer. It should be abundantly clear. If you're looking for that soulmate, how can I step up to be the person that I want to be in that relationship? How can I connect with that energy? It's a need to ask yourself, because I'm hearing that you're so close to that connection. Like whether it's just you missed each other in a meeting or you just can't quite connect. Something's happening. It's you and putting yourself first instead of putting other people first, And it's okay sometimes to be selfish, but that's kind of your default. And it doesn't allow for a proper relationship. It doesn't allow you to have a partner where you build things together, where you co-captain, like you run it, you run the show, But right now you're trying to run it solo, doing it your way. And it doesn't quite work that way when you're trying to attract your soulmate. Rock number 2, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that was helpful. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post more videos like this. If you're interested in a personal reading, either with cards or rocks, you can send me a message. I've got some links down below for social media and email and stuff like that. I would love to hear from you. Excuse me. Yeah. Hope to see you again. Thanks for joining me. Whew, clear the throat chakra from that one. Okay. Rock number 3. This beautiful green calcite. So, the future of this relationship, whether it's with someone or not. Woo! Rock number 3. Wow. Okay. So I am feeling immense heaviness right here on my heart. Yeah. Rock number 3. If you are in the relationship with this person right now, there's just so much hurt. Like I can feel it. Like I feel on the verge of tears, of breaking down kind of energy. Like there's, Rock number 3. It's going to be okay. You got to start expressing these emotions if you're in a relationship and there's all this hurt. Because this has been accumulating for a while. This isn't a new one-time thing. This is a repeat pattern that's happening. Whether it's the same person, different people, but it's the same thing. Keeps happening. But if you keep holding it in, You're not allowing yourself to feel heard and expressed. It's not good for you. You need to put yourself first. Your needs, your desires. Because right now, girlfriend, you can't keep doing this to yourself. These old habits, these old ways. Okay, so what I want you to do is, if you have stones and you have green calcite, please spend time with it. Meditate, carry it with you, whatever you need to do, because this is a heart healer and detoxifier. So this is a massive crystal. I don't expect you to have a massive one. But what you're going to do is you're just going to hold it over your heart and place both hands like over the rock, over your heart. Take some deep breaths. And as you breathe it in, kind of try to pull that breath all the way down into your tailbone. And then exhale. And keep doing that. Allow it to cleanse your whole body. If you can pull that breath down into your feet, that's even better. But you need to start kind of releasing some of that tension and that hurt that's in your body, and you need to start expressing those emotions, because girl, woo, that's heavy. I can feel it over here, and you don't need to carry it any longer. You know, it's going to be resolved one way or another, period. All right? You don't need to relive what you've already lived. Now, if you aren't yet in a relationship, there's still a lot of hurt and pain happening. They will come. You will not be alone forever. You are not broken. You are not unworthy. You're not the bad apple. Sometimes we just have to accumulate some experiences in our life before we get to that soulmate relationship, because without those experiences we wouldn't understand and appreciate the same things in our soulmate relationship as we do from having gone through those experiences. And that's kind of where you're at. You're accumulating some of this experience and knowledge and wisdom about yourself, about others, about what you want in a relationship, so you understand. So please stop beating yourself up. Stop with the pain. Stop holding on to it. It's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to help you grow and understand yourself better. You know, this is perfect. You are in perfect divine timing, stone number 3. But there's so much you need to just release, let it out. And hey, if you've cried 1,000,000 times, cry 1,000,001. But you can't keep holding on to it anymore. It's not okay. If you have a support network, please reach out to them. Your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, auntie, whoever, uncle, dad, like whoever your person is, your person. And they know you're struggling with this to a point, but you need to just let a little bit more out. I feel my throat feeling better already. So you might already be releasing right now as we're talking. And that's okay. Some things to help you move forward in this relationship, whether it's move forward from, move forward with, move forward into, depending. Everyone's different. You need to do some mirror work, because there's a lot of stuff you got to work on. Now, I'm just going to talk about mirror work just a little bit. If you want to dive deep, Louise Hay has written entire books on this that are available through Hay House. So you can get those through Hay House. I'm sure Amazon has them too. And letting go of little pieces, just a tiny little piece of this rock just came off. Not even joking. So mirror work, back to it. What you need to do is you need to look at yourself in the mirror and not worry about your hair, what you look like, your makeup, whatever. Let it go. Take some deep breaths. Really connect with who you are. Maybe you're holding some green calcite if you have some. And you're going to repeat 4 phrases, almost said 3, pile 3, rock 3. 4 phrases to yourself. They are, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. You may want to pause the video, rewind, write it down. You're going to do this every day, multiple times a day if you can, to help you just work through some of the emotions that you're holding on to. Work through that pain, work through that hurt, and allow it out. Okay? Now, if you want to get real fancy, you can add a few more mantras to it in time. You might find it just feels really awkward doing the mirror work at first, but at some point it will be very impactful. So stick with it, please. It's so worth it. Heal your heart. Your heart needs you. You need to show up for you and your heart. It's going to be all right. That's what I got for you, pile number 3. I'm sorry you're holding on to that hurt, but it's going to get better. If you like videos like this, pick a card, pick a rock, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let you know when I release more. If you have already, thank you. If you're about to, thank you. I truly appreciate it. I hope to see you again. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're looking for a personal reading, I've got links down below for social media and my email. Send me an email. We can hook you up. I'm here for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.